Goons, listen, we're back in the studio again. It's another regular episode of the Boogered Up podcast. Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. Oh, I thought it was just the two of us. Did I fuck that up?
No.
You and I? Is it you
I
and
think
I?
it might be a verse ahead.
Ah, two different verses.
Maybe. Yeah.
Two different.
You
You and I.
just
The two of us.
Either way, it's just the two of us.
Yeah, the two of us. Welcome back to another episode. Before we get started on this one, we want to let you guys know that we did start a Patreon. So if you guys are enjoying what you guys are listening to, watching all the other fun shit, you guys can get another episode for just about a cup of coffee. All right? 4 episodes a month. Every week on Friday to start your weekend off right. We are hitting you guys with some, and I don't want to maybe blow it out of proportion.
Yeah.
Because we've been really nice to the audiences and everything. We've been talking about stuff that's going on and all this stuff. But when we get into Patreon, we get
sexy.
we get stupid.
We get spicy.
We get stupid.
Sexy, stupid, spicy.
We record the Patreon prior to the regular episode to make sure we are on track of it. And so every time we know what we're talking about when we're talking about the Patreon, and the Patreon is just fucking great. And also it's regular episodes, but it just gets even better on the Patreon.
And we're posting our nudes on Patreon, too.
We are not. I don't want to be ashamed by these
shit.
people.
Okay.
Everybody jumping in there, but you will see Matt's areolas.
You're going to see my tits and my dick.
We're not.
Sorry. I went off the tracks there.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. All right. First things first, it's a regular episode. How are you doing, kind sir? How was your week?
Long.
Very,
Very long. Very, very long. Eventful weekend leading into the week. So, yeah. What about you?
been long.
Yeah. I bet it fucking has.
Been long.
You've been going through it, brother.
Oh, my God. You have no idea
much
how
shit
much
going on.
I have been fucking going through every single gosh darn day, and it just keeps getting, like, almost worse, I feel like. Real quick, we wanted to make sure everybody gets the introductions and everything. We wanted to start it because we were on a time crunch, and that is perfectly fine. Andrew, Cody Ray, Tech Studio over there, getting rowdy. How you gentlemen doing?
What's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing?
You're Matt Roca, Travis Brown. How's your guys' weeks?
It's all right.
What'd you say?
Typical.
Typical.
No.
It was all right.
It was all right.
Nice.
Feel it, boys.
Nice. Let's start off a little spicy, shall we? A little spicy.
Let's get into it.
Let's talk about it. All right. House of Dragon just finished up. I don't know if you two watch House of Dragon, or I know you don't. Do you watch House of Dragon?
No, sir.
Okay. Have you guys seen anything about it?
No, sir.
No talks of nothing.
We're going to spoil it.
If you have not watched it, we are going to talk about it, so you might want to fast forward to about like 10 minutes past, I'd say. How did you feel?
I loved it.
Say what the fuck you loved about it.
I love the fact that Damon finally came to his fucking senses and got his ass out of that fucking... What castle was he at? I can't remember. The names and the fucking places I can never keep track of.
Dude, this is going to be so funny when we're just going to be describing people and describing places.
So the
that white
blonde
bitch that fell from a dragon, what was her name? That shit was kind of sick.
Yeah, dude, I fuck it up all the time, and I'm constantly like, Roz will be talking to me about something, and I'm like, who's that again? She's like, that's fucking so-and-so. I'm like, oh, okay. So he fucked his cousin again? No, he didn't fuck his cousin. Oh, okay.
I mean, you got like a 50-50 shot of hitting it when you say that.
Yeah, there's incest going on in there.
Awful
For
lot.
sure.
No,
dude.
House of Dragon, not so much. A little
Yeah.
bit, but not so much. Yeah, I forgot about the first season. I
was
forgot
about
about the
to
first
say,
season.
like, a lot of...
I forgot about the uncle and niece.
yeah. Marriage is...
When she's like fucking 12.
He's like, oh, yeah, we're going to have sex, and he's going to take the fucking castle back, yeah? I don't know. But, no,
Why are you into London again?
I can't get it out of my head. I've been talking like it all
We
fucking
talked
day.
about London on the Patreon, and I was just stuck with a London accent through everything.
It's law. You come over here, you get a
All right,
lollipop in your bum.
so you were stoked about Damon leaving the castle of that
Finally.
one. But
Finally.
okay.
And him fucking bending the knee, bro.
Okay.
He
okay.
bent the knee.
You like that?
Yeah.
You like that?
Because I'm like, dude, Rhaenyra, like, she needs fucking help. She's got the 3 new dragon riders or whatever,
Yeah.
and one's a fucking retard. Like,
He's not a retard.
he's dumb.
He's a great guy.
He's dumb. I understand he's there for comedy purposes, but like when you look at the show as a whole,
He's just disrespectful. He doesn't know
just kinda
manners.
get to the
He
point where
doesn't
it's
show
like-
manners.
no, he's a drunk.
He's such a drunk.
He's such a fucking drunk, dude. Like I can't.
That poor guy.
I liked him when he was in the bar. But now all of a sudden he's riding a dragon. I'm like, get him the fuck off there.
Last week,
fucking around.
I think we were talking about it on Patreon. We
Yeah,
were talking
yeah.
about how we love this guy. The next week where he goes in the castle and he has some sort of like stance. We're like, this fucking
Get him
scum.
the fuck
I'm with
outta
her
here.
son, honestly. These bottom barrel bitches. Get him the fuck out
Know
of
your
here, dude.
fucking place, bud. Okay? Like, yeah, dude.
What else? Okay, what else? Because there's so much about this that people are to the left and to the right of this, whether it's great or bad.
Mm-hmm.
I personally did not like it.
Why?
I feel like we went through a whole build-up from episode 1, starting off hot with the end of last season, or talking about how you like son dies, gets high, you're like, what a great ending of the season.
Yeah.
Awesome, love that. So you're going in, and then you get son for a son episode 1, and you're like, this is fire. This is what I'm looking for. This is something that I need. Like immediate, we're talking about a death of a child.
Yeah.
To get even, and it's the wrong kid, but like
The wrong kid died.
like, they tried to kill the dude with the one eye, and they just ended up killing a baby.
Yeah.
Which was crazy. How they
decapitated the
messed
baby.
that up that much is unbelievable.
It was a late-term abortion.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh
my Lord. No,
Shit.
funny joke. No, but so you have that situation with that one. Then you go a couple episodes where you're on a build, and I understand. I'm going to understand that House of Dragon is going to build a lot. There's going to be a lot of build through most of it, and then they're going to have fire episodes. And you have episode, I believe, 4, where old white bitch dies, where she gets attacked and shit, and she falls, and that shit's cool, like awesome.
You're talking about
She dies in the sky.
Yeah, she was technically like Rhaenyra's hand or some shit.
Yeah, she was a
right?
hand.
Yeah.
Yep. She ends up going out there attacking. She doesn't back down. She fights. That shit's awesome. Then she goes around and she saddles up and she's like,
She
one last
fucked up.
ride kind of deal.
She fucked up. She should have never done it.
No. The fact that she went back in for a second round and was like, after she blew on the thing, like, with the hot fire, and then came back around and was like, nah, we're not leaving until, because the reason why I think she did that was because she saw what happened with the brother and was like, all right, this is fucked.
Yeah.
This is bad now. And then she gets killed. I thought that episode was great. The build up to the attack was awesome. The stuff that was going on through that. Then you go 5, 6, and 7.
Yeah.
No, sorry. 5 and 6 suck. 5 and 6 suck. A really bad build.
It was a lot of just fucking dialogue.
It was, but it was
feel
build
needed.
that was so slow, and there was moments
It
where
didn't
you
feel needed. It
a
felt
lot of
overdone.
things that I had a lot of hope for towards the end of the season, where I thought to myself, okay, I can see where they are going.
Mm-hmm.
And then you get 7, where 7 is some of the best House of Dragon, Game of Thrones I've seen. Where the calling of the dragons, where the scene where they're following, basically, it seems like it's a one cut, to let you guys know in the back. It's like a one cut where, like, Michael Myers, you know how he's walking through the house in that one movie, one of the Halloween movies, where
That
for
one
like
movie,
for
Halloween?
like 2 minutes, it's one scene, and it's a cinematic masterpiece where he's going through the house and it's seeing her, and then you cut through and this and that. It feels like you're doing that while this guy that you see a like teaser up on the episode prior, how he's gonna get a dragon, how it's following him, and it's like there's madness. It's the biggest dragon there. It's trying to pick its rider. If anybody is
it's
worthy.
fucking everybody else up.
It's huge, and it's one of the biggest things of House of Dragons. How cool these dragons are. They pick this guy. Rhaenyra's looking from the top, looking down at him. He's like, pick me. Dragon basically bends the knee to the guy. You're like, holy shit, that was beautiful. The drunk dude runs. And then it was like the happy go feeling moment where like even like the bottom scrubs are still cool and still good.
It was like, oh yeah, he got away. Like
good. And then he finds a dragon while he's running away.
Stepped in dragon eggs.
Is it eggs or poop?
Nah, I stepped in. There was eggs underneath there.
I thought it was poop.
Yeah. No, there was 2 eggs underneath there, and he stepped in. I don't know if it could have been poop or just could have been where they were like burying the eggs or some shit.
I
But
thought
when
he stepped in
through
poop.
there. That's what made the dragon.
Yeah, and the dragon was like, what the fuck? And then the dragon
kill
kneeled to
my
him, which
kids?
is awesome. And the build up for that, and then he flies across, sends over the big dragon, big dude, one eye with the like glass eye, super awesome. He follows back, and then the dragons start yelling slurs from across the way at the dragon as he's flying, and it's awesome. You're like, hell yeah. You're getting
Can
ready.
we talk about how weird that fucking dude with the one eye's bone structure is?
I think he might be one of the scariest villains.
He looks so fucking weird. Like, if I passed him on the street, I would be like,
yeah, no, he's
why
incredibly
is his
creepy
chin like
villain.
that?
Incredibly creepy villain.
And what I hate is when he's always like,
His smile is hilarious.
the eye patch, he's just always like, my brother. He doesn't say my brother, but
Like it doesn't move like all the mouth, just the corners like peek up.
it's just like this.
It's very uncomfortable. But he's a great villain. So you get episode 7 where you get that. Then episode 8 is just a whole trailer for season 3 that comes out in 2026.
Yeah.
It's just a whole trailer. For the last 15 minutes, you watch everybody that's supposed to be fighting. You find out that there's pirates that have been fucking with these ships for the longest time. And you finally meet the pirates on episode 8. Then you get through all this stuff. He's apparently supposed to bang this chick's all of her wives. You don't even get to see that.
Oh yeah, that was funny.
I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? No, whatever.
A lot of lack of boobies in this season.
No, so no titties, dude. No titties.
No
but
titties.
My problem is the fact that you built all this shit up. Game of Thrones and House of Dragon are phenomenal, and at the end of the season, some crazy shit happens to lead you on. The only thing that's a crazy thing is that the thing that we all knew from episode 1, that there's going to be a battle, it's finally coming, and everybody's heading towards each other.
That's not the end of the season.
That's the end of the season.
No, the season finale hasn't happened yet.
Yes, it is.
No.
Episode 8 was the season finale.
You're fucking
Look
joking
it up.
my ass,
Oh,
dude.
now everything's going to change in his opinion now. Watch. Because what you just saw is the last thing you see until 2026.
Hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
Where did you get this information from?
It literally said on the season finale of House of Dragon.
What? Oh, you gotta be. Oh, dude.
Yeah. Everything just changed. This is no longer.
That's so gay.
Yeah. This sucks.
Ew.
I'm not going to remember anything.
I was wondering why you were getting so animated. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Like, it's about to get real cool.
Yeah, no, because you would think episode 9 and 10, because it's usually 10 episodes for Game of Thrones and House of Dragons,
Ugh.
you would think that 9 and 10 are a battle, a great battle that's
Yeah.
going to lead to the next season. No, all of that leading
fucking
on the
sucks.
water and everybody
Yeah.
flying and everybody getting all their stuff ready is all to lead up to 2026 battle.
They better come out hot.
I
Like,
said
I'm
this,
talking hot. I hope I'm still alive for that. And
it's not even a joke.
no, because I might put a gun in my mouth now knowing that season finale just came through on that bullshit.
The season finale is literally just a massive buildup
ruined
of
my
what you're
day.
going to wait for. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm so glad you didn't know that now. This is an honest opinion of how you actually think of the season finale.
It could have been so much cooler.
It could have been
They should have tied the knots up, dude.
literally, or tie something
There's
up.
so many loose
Do
ends.
something. There is nothing but the last 15 minutes of this. Every single person
Damn.
that's going to go to battle, every single storyline that is going to continue, all leaving from their spots to head to the battle, or to head to, like, on the water. They're heading to the water. So, like, you're going to get a water battle, which is awesome in, like, season 3. But, like, if season 3 does not start with, it starts off and there's
Yeah.
dragon breath versus
You
dragon
better,
breath.
yeah, you better see people just getting fucking turned to burnt hot dogs.
There's no, like,
yeah.
I watched, I was an hour into the episode, and I hate when I have to do this, but we had to pause it real quick. Kaylee had to get up. She had to go do something, so I paused it. And when I realized the time frame that I was at on this episode, I was an hour in, and I go, there's no fucking way I just watched this for an hour.
Yeah.
There's no way. Because there's only 15 minutes left in this episode, and there is nothing that has happened.
What a stupid fucking way to end that. I'm so pissed off right now.
Yeah, no, so let's go back. How did you like season 2?
Yeah, not a fan of it no more. Not a fan of it no more. Actually, kind of pissed off. Kind of want to write a mean letter to George R.R. Martin. Let him know how mad I am.
He's like, kind of pissed off. I'm kind of mad.
Dude, like I know I'm not being like super animated right now, but I'm legitimately like, why the fuck did that happen that
You
way?
wasted 8 Sundays
And
it's all just a trailer for season 3.
See, dude, this is why I didn't watch Game of Thrones when it first came out. I waited till everything was done and then I watched the whole fucking series.
Uh-huh.
I should have done the same thing with House of Dragon.
100%.
I should have done the same thing because I wouldn't be as mad right now.
No. Yeah.
Motherfuckers, dude.
Feel these emotions. You're allowed to feel these
HBO,
emotions.
you sons of bitches.
You know what I think it is? And it's the thing with Max, how we talked about last week on the Patreon about TV shows and such. We were talking about The Bear and how much me and Cody Ray did not like that last season of The
terrible
Bear.
season of The Bear.
What the problem is you watched it too?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet.
The last season is not good. The last season,
That's just
and what
bullshit.
it is what I think of what
Yeah,
happened
chef.
was
Yes, chef.
You're barely even getting Yes Chef stuff for like
Yeah.
cooking, bro. It's just oh my god. Anyways,
It's like let's get a flashback.
the problem is with this is I think, and I was talking to Cody Ray about it. The idea of them hitting so hard on season 1, and the idea of the Bear hitting so hard the way that they have. These are more like marketing plays of let's like take like a Disney movie and even though it's shit or like Marvel, even though it might be shit, we're going to be able to sell merch off of it and going to be able to make money. The Bears going to be able to continue with storylines and tie up a couple things and maybe start something new like at the very end about how they got their review in.
Bear end up getting canceled like sooner than later. Like especially after this season. Who gives a fuck about that show anymore?
I don't even want to watch the next season.
Yeah, like I have no interest in it.
We battled so hard to watch the last couple episodes. We really did. Like
terrible.
the last episode, we usually did two, and we were gonna do 2. We only did 1, and we were like, "Fuck this! We don't got time to watch another one. We don't want to watch another one." It's like another death, and we're like, "Great, okay, cool." And the only thing I liked about the Bear at the end of it was that he got to look the dude in the face, and even that was anticlimactic as shit.
Yeah,
and you're like,
dude,
you're
it was
like, you mean to tell me that you have all this trauma from this dude that gave you so much shit? To now you get the opportunity to talk to this dude and you just go, I just want to tell you, fuck you. What do you mean?
The panic attack was like, it was cinema. You know what I mean? Like I literally watched that and I was like, oh, okay, so Lip's a pussy. And I call him Lip because it didn't even feel like he was playing Bear.
No.
He felt like it was fucking doing dumb shit like Lip from fucking Shameless again.
Yeah. Right.
That's what it felt like.
Like, yeah, when that girl left him or whatever, that's like he got all dramatic and shit.
Yeah, dude, like, okay, you fucking cuck. Like, that's the way it felt for me. Go sit over there. Watch everybody else get fucked.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Nothing.
I didn't like that. I really, if I had to compare to both of them, House of Dragon let me down so much more than the Bear even. Because the Bear, like, the only thing I truly liked about the Bear, I kind of liked the storylines. I kind of liked all that stuff, but it was just the kitchen atmosphere and that, because I would love to be able to do that, but I don't have the patience, nor I didn't go down that road. Clearly I can't ride a fucking dragon, but I would love to be able to ride a fucking dragon. My problem is the fact that when you have all of Game of Thrones and then you have 2 terrible, I'm not even saying 2, 1 terrible season, 2 kind of, but 1 really bad season, and then you go on to the House of Dragon where the first 5 episodes was build up / great, and then episode 5 might have been one of the coolest episodes I've ever seen, with the dinner, with the stomping of the head, with all of that. You were blown. My mind was blown watching that. That was the coolest episode. And then you get a 35 million year jump where everybody switches except for 3 people and they look the exact fucking same. And you're like, well, how did Sir Cole not age at all? But she's now 30 years old and pregnant.
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Makes no sense.
Got me fired up. I'm sweating down here. This is bullshit. I want all refunds. I pay for my Max. I pay for my HBO. This is stupid.
You know people did that during The Sopranos.
What?
Have you watched Sopranos?
No, I still haven't.
Jesus fucking Christ.
It's the same thing that what we talked about last week. I didn't watch Sopranos all in a week.
People got pissed off at the season finale because it literally just stops in the middle of the show.
Oh, no
shit. It goes black. That's it.
In the middle of the show?
Yeah. Literally, Tony Soprano looks up, Don't Stop Believing's playing in the background, and it goes, Don't Stop. And it goes black.
No shit.
And everyone's just like, what? People actually thought their fucking cable went out and was like calling HBO, and they're like, what the fuck happened? They're like, no, that's how the show ended. They're fucking pissed, dude.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about that real quick, because this is a fun topic I was talking about. Does the finale of the show really impact, like, for like House of Dragon? Or no, I'm sorry, not House of Dragon, Game of Thrones. Have you guys watched Game of Thrones at all?
Yeah, I've seen it.
You've seen all of Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
So does the ending affect you guys enough to say that it's not one of the greatest TV shows of all time?
Yes.
Yes.
I didn't mind the ending. The ending didn't piss me off.
In general, that classifies that affects it for me. Just
Yeah.
in general.
Yeah.
Because if it's got to be the greatest show of all time, it's got to be that from start to finish.
100%.
Yeah.
Do I have to spoil the ending of Game of Thrones? Did you not watch that or something? You know, what you're gonna do is round 2 here, where you're like, I wasn't that mad. I'm like, well, did you know that Jaime Lannister's character arc went total dog shit?
Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about the Lannisters. I just wanted to see what happened with Jon Snow. I was so invested in Jon Snow.
So sick. That's
That
the
was the
only
only thing.
character that actually came out good.
And I think that's why I wasn't too pressed about it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, dude, my guy did
the
the
only
thing.
That was the only character arc that I was like, I like that.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he's like, I'm gonna go be a wildling.
Yeah, I know a lot of people were shitting on it. I'm like, what else did you expect out of this? Like,
But you got Jamie going back there and such, and you had the problem with that, and then you have all the other shit that you were just so mad about. Like, I wasn't even that mad about Arya killing the dude. I wasn't even mad about it. She was training the whole time. It made sense. I wasn't even mad about what's his face with the fucking third eye deal, how he was able to, like, he became like the master or whatever. Well, what did he? The dude in the wheelchair.
His name Brent was it Brennan? Brennan?
Something
Brennan?
like that. Do you know?
I don't remember his name. He became the tree or whatever.
Yeah. And like I wasn't even that mad about that situation, but it was almost just like, man.
Well, I smoked so much weed one time that I thought I became a tree. So I think that was the reason why I was okay with his character arc as well. I don't know. I just thought that'd be funny and throw that in there. But
no, I was just I'm more in depth of like.
I cried during Game of Thrones when it came to.
I'm like, did you have roots? Did you
No.
was there leaves?
No.
What color leaves?
No, I just didn't move. I just stayed in
that's
one spot
funny
for
as
a long time. No, I cried over Hodor.
God, I cried. I did.
Bro,
I
straight up, I was
dude.
like,
How stupid of a character, too.
Yeah.
How
to
stupid.
just rip at our heartstrings. Rip at our fucking heartstrings,
How
dude.
stupid that this dude the whole time was just saying hold door.
Yeah.
This is the oldest character, just a
immediately like-
big ass stupid dude that keeps saying hold door. Nobody knows he's saying it because he says hold door.
Like, look at this fucking dumb little retard. He cares.
And yet here we are crying about him
Yeah, I was immediately like, fuck, dude. He was one of my favorites. I didn't want him to die.
for no reason.
Yeah,
no reason.
Nothing at all.
I genuinely, and we can get off of the shows and shit in a second. If House of Dragon does not start off with an absolute beatdown, and if it has a build, I promise you, you're on your own if we're talking about it in 2026. This podcast is still going on because I'm not talking about it. You can tell me about it, I can give a fuck less.
Yeah.
Because I don't care. I don't want to
That
sit
mad.
there and I will. More than likely, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna forget about it. I'm gonna get.
And you're going to get so
I'm
excited.
gonna get so stoked that it's
Yeah.
back, and then somebody's gonna remind me. I don't know how stoked you're gonna be.
Remember
There's
how
gonna be a
pissed
war.
off you were last year?
Do you remember that episode of Boogered Up when you were screaming about it, dude?
Yeah. I feel like that's how everybody gets with their shows, though.
You'll remind me? Cool. Thank you. Because I'm gonna be an idiot being like, guys, House of Dragon's back.
We all will.
All right. Let's get into some fun stuff to talk about, though. Some good stuff to talk about. And fun for you. The Brown Stadium is going to get a remodel, and I think it might be one of the coolest things in America.
Yeah. It's going to be so sick, dude. Like, the renderings, everything that they're showing, the opportunities that it's going to bring to that area, like, super fucking hype about it. And the thing I'm most excited for is I will not have to freeze all fucking day.
Yeah.
And all, like, literally, when I go to Browns games now, late in the season Browns games, I am there at 6:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock sometimes. I'm drunk by 9, belligerently drunk. I do not warm up until I get to my house.
God damn.
Like, there's times where I can't feel my fucking fingers, my toes, nothing. I was so cold 2 years ago at a game. I came out of a porta potty and I had a fucking snot rocket come out and I didn't even feel it. That
Damn.
thing was hanging down to my knees.
That's
It was
disgusting.
terrible. It was absolutely terrible.
From your nose?
From my fucking nose, dude. Had no idea it was there.
Mighty strong connection of snot there, bro.
Could not feel my face. So, a retractable roof or a dome, whatever the fuck they're saying this is going to be.
Dude, did you
I
see
welcome
the
it.
formation of it to where the sound effect from the dog pound is going to be able to travel better? That is the coolest structure in
Yes.
a building I think I might have ever seen, to where like college football, they create their spot so it just entraps the sound.
Yep.
And a lot of NFL doesn't think about that. Even when it comes to dome stuff, I don't think they really thought about how can we make our opponents so uncomfortable.
Seattle's the only ones that did when they built
Did they?
that. When they built their stadium, they were the only ones because Seattle Stadium is built to keep the sound on the field pretty much from
That's
the
sick.
stadium. I could be wrong. I read that, but I don't know if that's true or not. Makes sense with the whole 12-man.
Yeah, because
thing and all
they
that
made
shit.
it during that time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay. What was that after?
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever.
Fuck Seattle. But no, dude. I think this is only good things for the Browns. For
If
Cleveland.
only you had a good team.
Well, we got a better team than you guys. The record against us the last couple years proves it. But anyways,
I hope to God. I just want to say this. I hope to God that the Cleveland Browns host a Super Bowl with this new place, and an AFC North team, specifically us, is in the Super Bowl in Cleveland.
I will set it on fire.
And we win.
will watch
And
the new
AFC
stadium
North, like
burn.
Baltimore, if Baltimore wins
Bro.
the Super Bowl
Bro.
in your
Why
stadium,
the fuck would you? Why would you even
could
say
you
that type of evil?
imagine how pissed off
Why
they would
would you
be that
even-
Baltimore came back and won the Super Bowl in their own house? That is nuts, dude. Think about that. Isn't that cool?
Fuck this motherfucker. That's the worst shit you could say to me. Like, by far, that is the worst shit you could ever say to me, dude. How dare you? How dare you? No, you know what will happen?
What?
I feel bad for whatever AFC North fan goes to Cleveland to watch their team play in the Super Bowl.
Dude, this is gonna be like a mob.
They are getting stabbed. or
Browns fans.
something, dude.
Browns fans are not celebrating that.
No, they will. Oh my god, dude! I don't even want to think about what the fuck would happen in that situation.
Dude, I mean, there is not a team in the AFC North that if it's not you, you wish it would be. Like even the Bengals, like it's still a fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
But if Pittsburgh or Baltimore goes in and wins a Super Bowl in your home,
Stop and think about this. Besides Pittsburgh, the other two football teams in the AFC North are there because of Cleveland. They were only made because of Cleveland.
yeah,
So it's like, of course we hate these motherfuckers. Are you kidding me?
it's true.
Like, fuck that. Like, the one thing I have respect for Pittsburgh fans for the fact that when the Browns were leaving, they were protesting against it. They were like, you're taking the best fucking rivalry in football away.
Yeah.
Little
okay.
did we know that the fucking Pittsburgh and Baltimore rivalry would just pick up where Cleveland and Pittsburgh left off. But, like, respect the shit out of Pittsburgh fans for that. Still fuck Pittsburgh, though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But, anyways, this new dome, this is going to be fucking awesome, dude. Cleveland hosting a WrestleMania?
I don't think that'll happen for a very long time because of SummerSlam.
What, you think SummerSlam went bad for Cleveland?
No. I think it went great, and we can talk about it in WWE Wrestling.
Yeah.
But I think that since that happened, it's not going to be a while until they go back to Cleveland, kind of deal.
I don't necessarily.
When is before you go into that? When is this potentially going to break ground and have an idea?
Well, the lease ain't even up in the stadium that they're currently in until 2028.
Oh, so we're
out.
not talking for a while.
We got at least 4 more years.
Maybe your team will be good by then, so you can host and actually play in a Super Bowl.
Maybe you guys will be able to beat Cleveland at some point in time in there.
I mean, maybe Deshaun Watson's contract will finally be up, and then you guys will be released from that hell, and then you might be able to go forward. But will you have first-round picks by then?
I believe we have a first-round pick coming up this year.
I don't think
so.
so.
In this next
No.
draft. Pretty sure we do.
You sold them all away.
Also, hopefully
massages.
the bleach does not get into Joe Burrow's head too bad, and hopefully he can win another game against Cleveland again.
All I'm saying is all them Slim Shadys better show up on week 1.
He better show up in Cleveland, because last year, week 1, it was bad.
Rough.
He ate the dirt a couple of times.
Yeah,
Miles Garrett. I mean, come on.
Shut up!
Come on,
Shut
buddy.
Shut up! Son of a bitch! Son of a bitch! Bitch! Ah,
You know,
damn.
It's
Cody
all right.
Ray,
Everybody
stick.
can talk all the shit they want.
Punch him in
Okay.
the.
It's all good.
I don't know nothing about nothing. I don't watch sports.
Oh, you
That's
want
okay.
a fun little story real quick? We had a fantasy football league last year. Had all my coworkers and shit. And we had Cody Ray, we had Nick, we had my buddy Graham. Shout out Graham.
I think I know where you're going with this. Can I take a stab in the dark here?
Sure.
He don't watch football, and he won the fucking league.
No, he don't watch football, but his brother does and watches and plays fantasy football. His brother played as Cody Ray the whole season, and everybody
hilarious.
in the league was like, Cody Ray's a dark horse. He's one of the best teams in the league. He keeps making all these great
That's
free agency picks,
hilarious.
yada yada, this and that. And Cody Ray's brother broke his phone in like week fucking 10 and took a shit down. And then Cody Ray was like, Cody Ray had no idea even. And I told Cody Ray, I was like, yo, well, your team sucks. What's going on? He's like, yeah, brother broke his phone a couple weeks ago. It's like, he hasn't been really
Wait a
playing.
second.
But like when he gets back, he'll be like, I knew. I thought it was it was a fun bit. This is how much I knew. Draft day, we're sitting around on the Sun Porch. I'm having a great time. He's the pick before me. And every
shit.
fucking time I wanted a player, his brother would pick it. I'd have to look over at Cody Ray and say, darn you, Cody Ray,
Yeah.
for stealing my player. I see the reflection of his phone, he's on Facebook. And I have
That's
to lie to
hilarious.
everybody and say, nice pick, brother.
That's hilarious.
How did you know to pick him up in the 11th round when he was probably a 5th round pick? Luckily, I picked up Zay Flowers, but holy shit, there was so many picks. And I was like, this motherfucker.
I did the same thing for my buddy Dan Lubeck. Shout out Dan. He doesn't know football at all, and he worked at Whirlpool at the time. And he was like, "Hey, I'm doing this fantasy draft thing." He's like, "I don't know shit about football." I'm like, "All right, I got you." So they're not drafting around each other. I'm just on Dan's phone making picks.
Nice.
Dude, literally, first 2 picks get made. The chat is blowing up. Who the fuck is picking for Dan? They're like, yeah, fucking right. Who is that, dude? I'm
That's
like,
so funny.
you might want to tell your boys, dude. Like,
Well, that was the funny part is that Cody Ray was right next to us. So you just immediately thought to yourself,
he's just like,
Cody
what?
Ray, who, like, honorable man, great guy.
Yeah.
He's not going to fucking sit there on the throne of lies. And, like, in my head, I go, he's at least going to have the app open. And when I saw the reflection from the screen door that he was just literally, I saw just a scroll of Facebook. I was like, you got to be fucking kidding me.
It would have been
right now.
hilarious.
They started the draft when I was driving home from work.
It would have been
So
hilarious.
like I wasn't even in it from the start. I just put the money up.
I mean,
I was the money. I was the bank. He was the brains.
Dude, and straight up, the best part is like I didn't tell. So shout out Braden was the whole time. Braden was so strong on how good Cody Ray was, about how he's like, dude, I'm really scared of Cody Ray. He's the best fucking team in the league. His team was unbelievable. He had the most points, by like 200, like all season. But he's like, Cody Ray is a dark horse. He's a very scary human being in this. And I told him at the end of the season, and he's like, you got to be fucking kidding me right now. And I was like, no, he didn't even play the whole time. And he goes, that's great. He's like, honestly, the fact he didn't win. So, like, if Cody Ray would have won, then would have been like, oh, how do we fucking play this one off, Cody Ray?
Yeah, no shit.
No, my brother, he's pretty good. He fucking just sits around and just joins all the leagues.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of guys that like live for that shit. I used to get super far into it, like super deep. Like
In fantasy?
I know who I want. And like if this person's picked, I know who, and then if this person and then I got to the point where I'm like, dude, fuck that. The first year I just winged it. I won the league. I made like $1,500 fucking bucks. It was fucking insane, dude. And I was like, I'm winging it every year from now.
I'm winging it. I'm going to close my
I have a
eyes.
draft
This
tomorrow,
wasn't
and I haven't even started.
Oh,
preparing
no
for it.
shit.
I have one tomorrow and one Saturday.
Damn.
Let me know if you need help.
Yeah, I need all the help.
I'm like in championship games every year.
Yeah,
Even with him, like the
you
program
literally
one,
beat my draft
that
forward.
league.
Were you in
I was in it the
championship?
first year. Yeah.
Who won? Was it Fish that won it?
I don't remember.
I think Fish
Because
won
he
it.
was a Green Bay. Yeah.
Yeah, because we were going to buy the winner a jersey, and then when Fish won it, I'm like, I'm not buying you a fucking jersey, dude. Like,
Yeah, because I really wanted
you were
the
a part
Bengals
of
jersey.
this.
If I'm not mistaken. Then after that, the group chat fell apart and all that shit.
Yeah, it's
I
the group chat's still going. There's just people are in and out because people aren't in the league no more and all that. So
Yeah, I've got like 2 leagues. I have a mail group that we're gonna do. We're just gonna do the mailman this year, and I want to get a league of us, even though it's 5 of us. I want to add a couple people or whatever, and just have some fun with
I
it.
got. If you want to do an 8-man or 10-man?
Probably an 8-man. Just add 3 more extra people.
I got 3 people I can put in.
Oh no. There's people that have already. Trust me. There's Graham's 100% in it. Graham was on my ass already about it. There's fucking people hawking. There was a league that we had open last year, 2 years ago on this pod, and people are still asking about fantasy football.
no shit.
And I'm like, maybe we'll open another one up and shit, whatever. We'll talk about it. We'll figure out who we want to have in there. But I want to have dogs.
Dogs.
I want to have dogs. Like Cody Ray, dog.
Cody Ray's brother.
I want good because we're playing best ball. What's your opinion on best ball
Till the
fantasy?
dog eats his phone.
Basketball fantasy.
Best ball.
Best ball fantasy.
Yeah.
What the fuck do you mean best?
What
Best
that?
ball is you get a bigger league, a bigger roster, and you don't have to set your roster. It automatically puts the best player in that slot in your roster.
Oh,
Now,
that's
as much
so
as you think it's
cheating.
no, it's
I
not
don't
cheating.
like
But it's great. It's great just because you get your dogs and shit. But you also it's to pay attention more because there's people that have sporadic. 2 out of the 5 games they hit a home run game, so they had like a 150 yard. I'm gonna put him down on that one, and I'm dude, there's so much. I've been in regular leagues and I've been in best ball leagues. You think so much harder in best ball leagues because if you have a solid like 6, 7, you're slotting out 1 or 2, and it's almost like a boring league. Like you have the same roster and shit. There's so many transactions when it goes to best ball and a little deeper of a roster where those people that have started to heat up, people like you're picking up like Derrick Henry, injury prone kind of deal. I'm picking up his backup. I might sit him on my roster of like 12 people on the bottom for 7 weeks. Derrick Henry gets injured. Everybody's already hunting for him, and I got him. And they're like, what the fuck? And they're like, God damn it. And like, it's so much thought.
Yeah.
It's so fun.
My brother, he drafted somebody that was suspended for like the first, 6 weeks?
Yeah, he actually did. No, it was cool. No, my God, who was it?
Dude played for the Cardinals.
No, yeah, because
He was
he
like-
picked Kyler Murray, I think it was, or something
Something
like that.
He was
Dude,
suspended for the
that
first,
was the
like,
reason
5
why.
years.
That was the reason why. Because 3 of his people were injured and suspended, and Braden's like, I'm telling you right now, when they come back, he's going to be the most dangerous man on the field.
Yeah.
Like, and it was just those thought
Smart
process.
drafting.
It was very fun. I recommend it. We'll play it. I really want to play it. It's a very fun time. You play super flex too, so you have 2 quarterbacks, so you can rack up
nice.
in quarterbacks, or you can rack up position players.
Now, do you do it as PPR or just regular?
PPR.
Okay, cool.
PPR is the way to go for everything.
I don't know how to draft for regular.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
haven't done a regular league since like 2011.
Yeah, it's been a long ass time for me too.
and I like doing boosts with it too. So like the 40-yard catches, 40-yard touchdowns, 50-yard catch, 50-yard touchdown. That's where like for last year for the league we had we were setting up for a comedy show, and me and Nick were in the playoffs, and it was Cincinnati versus Pittsburgh. And we're setting this place up. He comes walking over to me. He grabs my hand, shakes my hand. He says, "Good game." And I'm like, "Fuck you mean?" George Pickens has 75 points because he's versus the Bengals with 4
Jesus
catches and
Christ.
175 yards, and all 4 of them were for like 40 yards, and 2 of them were for touchdowns.
Damn.
This guy just smoked the shit out of me. And I was jaw dropped. I was like, I'm about to throw up right now. But it's very fun. I highly recommend the best ball, all that fun shit. Fantasy football is on tonight. Actually, currently, right now, football is
I
on.
was about to say
Giants and Lions right now.
Yeah.
And the Panthers are playing too. Who cares about
Panthers
them?
and
Yeah, no one cares
Patriots.
about the Panthers.
Or Patriots.
Yeah.
Only team that's worth a shit tonight is the Lions, and they're not even going to play anybody. So, but football's on.
Football.
Super stoked about
Yeah,
it.
we just gotta be happy about football. Dude.
Super stoked about it. Also, with that, let's go into a fun segment that we had for a cracking question from a fan, and I honestly forgot to write your name down, and I'm so sorry. Guys, if you were listening to this too, we are open up to fan cracking questions. So please send in your cracking questions. We already had a handful from tech that I've collected, but I saw this one personally, and I was like, this one is fire. The flag football team, let's start this back off. The Olympics have now announced in 2028 flag football will be an Olympic sport. That person asked us to build our flag football team right now. Well, you didn't know the flag football was going to be a thing?
No, dude.
No,
What?
flag football is serious now.
Yeah, dude. Flag football is huge.
Is real football even in the Olympics?
No.
No, I don't think you could do real football in the Olympics.
No.
It's way too risk of injury.
I mean, they got basketball. They got
But
golf.
they're not
There's
Golf's
tackling.
in the Olympics,
They're not
isn't it?
tackling.
Golf,
basketball.
shout out Scotty.
What about soccer? You can do that in the Olympics.
Yeah, but
Football, it's like football and hockey. You're not going to see those.
Yeah.
The
you
problem
can't.
is that across season shit, they're not playing football like that. They're playing
Why don't you
soccer
just
more
make
than
them another
that.
sport?
Or rugby. I mean, you can have a good rugby football team and
yeah,
such,
but you stop and think about it. The biggest thing in rugby is the Olympics.
yeah.
Like, if you're good at football on the planet, you're going to play in the NFL.
Correct.
Like,
And they're not going to risk them getting injured for a regular season.
yeah,
You bring an NFL team over there for America, and it's going to absolutely be the biggest shit show.
you could
And
take
FIFA's
the
got and soccer's got the World Cup too.
yeah. There's
Uh,
true, but there's also so many players who like I don't even understand how fucking soccer leagues work anymore. Like it's to the point to where it's like there's so much political bullshit that goes along in them, and like so much this person plays in this league with this team now, and then he's switching over to here, and then you have Major League Soccer, and it's like, does anybody even fucking pay attention to that at this point? Like, I don't know. I don't know shit about soccer, so I don't even know why the fuck I'm rambling about it right now. But you can't bring tackle football into the Olympics because if you took the worst college football team in America and put them up against another country in football, they would probably win it. I don't think any other country is fucking with even our worst players.
Ah, Canada.
So
Canadian Football League.
Yeah, but Canadian Football League's mostly made up of fucking guys who couldn't make it in the NFL.
Yeah.
This is
You know what I mean? Like,
And then arena football. It's
Yeah.
the same shit.
yeah.
So, I watched this guy on YouTube, Destroying. He went overseas to another country that has actual football.
Mm-hmm.
There was a New York team that's supposed to be the best high school team in the state, in the country. I'm sorry. They got their asses handed to them by another country.
Really?
Like, completely embarrassed.
Damn.
Completely embarrassed.
I mean, honestly, and one of the cool things of what we're going to find out is like with the tackle football or flag football, you still get the essence of football. And if we go into flag football and we have the biggest dogs, which we're going to create right now, and we find out that we're not even close,
Yeah.
it's going to be the wildest fucking thing we'll ever see in our life.
I think the hardest thing is are these players going to be able to get time away from training camp to go to the Olympics? Because it's going to fall in line with that.
The first year of it, I'm sure, because it's like what happened way back in the day with USA basketball when you had all the dogs. Like this year, we finally have all the dogs back. And like you're going to show out for a minute. And then if we start running shit left and right and 4 years, and we're just getting gold like it's nothing, the biggest dogs are going to be like, I would love to represent America, but like, I'd rather train this because it's almost a joke at this point. But like, so I think we create it. Flag football. Let's do offense. We don't really have to do defense, but if you want to do defense, we can do defense.
It depends. Let's go on how quick we get through offense because honestly, when you're thinking about flag football, it's just going to be how fast are these guys?
Who can go the quickest?
Because
Who can get away?
That's literally all.
Yeah,
It's going to
you
be
just
Who
need
can
speed.
get away? You don't need strength.
One
you need-
quarterback and like 10 receivers,
Yeah.
or maybe a tight end type.
Well, you're gonna
situation.
pick line and whatever.
Yeah,
but
you're
like,
still gonna
You
want
don't
your
have-
big
you don't
guys to
have line
block.
of flag football.
There's are they going to have it in the Olympics? Because I know some flag football. There's like two or three linemen that you have.
They usually is take like their slowest.
Can you look that up to see
It's
if
a-
like
it's
if
like a
there's a
center-
roster-esque kind of deal for it?
Maybe like a center and two tight ends or something that can stay back to block or some shit. I guess I mean I think we're looking too far into this and making this more complicated than what it needs to be.
Well,
Because
this
we
is a
don't
podcast,
we don't
so
know
we can do that if we want to.
we don't know what the fuck the rules are going to be.
Flag football.
What's standard flag football rules?
Rip the flag off. You're down.
So I used to play flag football,
Yeah.
and you had one guy that would snap the ball to the quarterback that was an actual receiver.
Yeah, he can go out after
yeah,
he
so
snapped.
so you snap the ball. So you'll have like your fastest guys line up.
Mm-hmm.
What was it? Like team for team? Like 7-7, 4-4?
7-7.
7-7?
It's
Okay.
usually 7-7.
Gotcha.
I've never seen it anywhere else more or less.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 5, but it's usually 7 on 7.
My cousin is one of the best flag football players I've ever seen.
Keon?
Keon Demansky.
He's a fucking
Dog, dude.
I've seen
Dog.
highlight videos of and honestly, Dominski is
Yeah.
he just
Yeah, and he's
and you're like, wow, how did you get past that?
he's fucking like bigger than me.
He's
and
always been stockier
and
than
he's
shit.
just fucking he's so fast, dude. But yeah, I think immediately where my mind goes to
Who's the
again,
quarterback?
It's gotta be Lamar.
I would 100% agree to
Gotta
that.
be.
It's got to be Lamar Jackson.
Wait, is it actual NFL players gonna go play flag
Yep.
football, or is there? I
Do
thought
we
you said it was
know?
getting big.
Well, that's what
Isn't
I'm
there
saying,
a pro
the-
football league?
The way we're gonna build it is through NFL players.
The question was building the flag football team with NFL players.
Mhm. So quarterback's got to be Lamar. Wide receiver, obviously.
Hold on,
we know-
whoa. Running back. Let's go back first. Let's go
Okay,
back, and then we'll
running
go to
back.
the sides. Who's the quickest running back?
Fuck. I think that's kind of
Christian?
Yeah, you can say Christian McCaffrey.
breakaway speed. I think it's got to be Christian.
Breakaway speed and White.
Yeah, you got to have a white boy representing at some
'Cause
point.
I
in
think
time.
that's
he's
the-
the only one who's going to make the fucking team.
I don't think we're having another Caucasian.
No.
I'm not. There's no way I'm sending the NFL team without a cracker.
Yeah.
I'm
You gotta
sorry.
throw-
We got to
you gotta throw one in
represent
there.
somewhere.
Yeah.
What about tight end? You can have a white tight end.
You could have a white tight
There's
end.
a couple white tight ends.
Send
that
Travis
you could get.
Kelce over there.
You could
Oh.
send Travis Kelce.
Not even him. What about the San Francisco?
We're sending through white boys.
No,
played
we're
for
not
San
sending
Francisco?
Kittle.
Yeah, but I mean,
It's a great
there's
poll,
options.
but-
there's options.
Yeah, Kittle's
I think who would okay, so who the fuck would win in a race between Kelsey and Kittle? It'd probably be Kelsey, right?
I don't know if Kelsey's that fast.
His route running makes him look super fast.
He's just too big. You can't tackle. He's big as shit.
Yeah.
Kittle might be faster than Kelsey.
You think so?
Kittle might be faster.
I think those two are interchangeable.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think you could send either one of them, and just be happy that there's 2 white boys on the team.
Dude, honestly, when you think I'm rooting for America already, you give me 2 crackers on the team, brother.
God, I wish we talked about this on the Patreon because I was about to make such a fucked up joke. Anyways, all right. So running back, we're going with McCaffrey.
I think McCaffrey's
McCaffrey's the way to go. Okay. Tight end, Kelsey or
Kelsey, Kittle.
Kittle.
I think it's a toss-up between the 2.
Interchangeable.
I don't think it really matters.
Yep.
Are we just doing this as starting 7, or are we gonna do it at like little depth, like maybe like 10?
Wait, so they play 2 different? They play both
No.
sides of the ball. No, there's an offense and a defense.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. Depends.
Okay.
So I can't find anything on the rules for.
They probably don't have the shit ironed out
Yeah.
yet.
Let's just say for fun here on this, our offense also has to play defense, but the offense is basically we're gonna pick a starting offense. It's gonna be solid. The wide receivers can cover the wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
They can play that ball well. The running back can play linebacker. The quarterback can probably play safety, especially with it being Lamar.
The quarterback's usually the one that's not on the field.
Oh, you need
On
to take him off the
defense.
field then. Yeah.
Okay.
So let's just say 10 players. You got a quarterback. You got 2 other guys.
Mm-hmm.
We only got 1 quarterback, so I want to put Joe Burrow.
Why would you put
Over Lamar?
I'm kidding.
No.
I just wanted more white people, dude.
He is batshit crazy if this cracker thinks there's going to be more crackers on that fucking
I'm
field.
trying. I almost want to send an
You're
all-white
lucky you get
team.
1.
Yeah, no shit.
Represent America.
We're pushing it with 3. Like, no, I think so. If we're going offense is playing defense, whatever. I think the first thing that comes to my mind is Justin Jefferson, because you need somebody who's going to be able to go up and get it on defense.
Jefferson,
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill,
Tyreek Hill could play
Xavier
slot
Worthy.
corner.
Jamar Chase.
Now, Xavier Worthy's a rookie, but he's also the fastest receiver in the NFL right now.
See, that's
I mean, if we're looking at speed and that kind of nature,
That's
I think
literally
honestly,
what flag football is.
it's
but
all
I
speed.
get that. But Tyreek Hill is also faster than lightning.
Well,
And who else is on that team? Waddle, who's also faster than lightning.
Yeah.
He is fast as shit.
Well, yeah, the reason why I'm saying those, my stutter sounded like the beginning to Down with the Sickness. Ooh, I think. No, I think.
Roundings.
In my sea. No, I'm just playing. Jesus Christ, off track here. Disturbed. Tyreek Hill could play corner, or even safety, but I mean,
He's safety.
you could have
Safety.
But
He's way
him
too small.
covering the slot, he could do it.
He's way too small.
But him covering the slot, he could do it.
You got Jefferson. You have Chase. You have fucking other tall black people.
But you got to stop and think about who we're gonna play against. Who? What? Lithuania? You think somebody's running a fucking slant across the middle on us?
That's true.
Come on. You're gonna send the French out there,
I hope to God they can sling that ball because we're just hawking that bitch.
dude. It's gonna be so bad.
All right, so 7 people. We're gonna pick 7, right? Or are we picking 10? We're depth.
All right, so we got
You 10.
we got
Do 10?
we got
Okay.
Lamar, we got McCaffrey, we
Lamar,
got
McCaffrey. Chase,
Kittle,
Jefferson, Hill. That's
Chase,
5.
Jefferson, Hill. We're at 6 because you forgot the tight end.
Kelsey, Kittle. We're picking Kittle.
Kittle.
Okay, we have 6. All right, so we need 4 more. I think genuinely we go.
Why are we so burpy today? Because I'm fighting back burps right now.
I think I feel better now. No, sorry.
Fuck.
Apologies. White people.
What? He is trying so hard to get white boys in on this, and we know there's gonna
Wes
be
Walker, come back.
0 white. Hunter Renfro, we need you. Like, Jesus Christ, dude.
They might
fuck.
catch the Hunter Renfro. We might be in trouble with that one. Waddle. I think Waddle is a sufficient one to put in there. So
We're
we
at
have 7
there. I mean, who are those guys with? I mean, of course, sucking Cleveland's dick here. I think you could put Denzel Ward in there with the speed.
Yeah, you could probably put Denzel Ward. You can also put Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams for sure. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's 9. Adding Ward to it with defensive. I don't think you need to put defensive. Take
you
that
really
out.
don't. You
So
really don't.
we have 8 with Devontae Adams on that as well. We've got Jefferson. We have Chase.
got
We have
CeeDee
Hill. We have
Lamb.
Waddle.
You got AJ Brown.
CeeDee Lamb. No.
Ooh, I would like AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
I would like AJ Brown
Tall,
because that
strong.
tall, strong.
Debo Samuels.
Fuck
Debo's fast as shit.
Debo.
Stephon
fuck.
Diggs.
Yeah.
No.
I don't want
Get the
Diggs.
fuck out
I
of
don't
here.
want Diggs.
I'd
Diggs
pick
is a
T.
diva.
Higgins over Stephon Diggs.
Diggs is a diva.
Dude's a crybaby. He's gonna have. There's gonna be 7 people on the field for a ball, and he's gonna cry that he got it 4 times instead of 5. What Josh Allen?
We're set then. We're set.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think we just got 9 or 10.
Henry?
DK Metcalf.
Henry Ruggs.
He's fast as shit too.
He's strong as a motherfucker. Big.
Henry Ruggs be good. Cody is losing it right now, dude. He is losing it right now. Henry Ruggs
I
would
think
have
that dude's
to,
going 140 miles
I was
per
gonna
hour.
say, I don't
He's doing
think-
pretty good.
He got that speed, dude.
I was getting ready to say he's so fast, like, and try to make a joke out of that, but I couldn't. But I was thinking, wait, he's not even going to be out of prison to even think about.
We can get him a pardon for the Olympics.
Maybe.
Apart.
Maybe
Can you
Donald-
imagine we fucking we let him go.
Put him on work release.
Hey, Donald comes in. He's like, honestly, I seen the team. I said, wow, he's fast. 104 miles an hour. We got him clocked at. I think we should put him in. He's got breakneck speed. You can ask the lady he hit. Could you imagine that shit? I think I got to step in here, boys. Henry Ruggs, we need him. I said he's great. He'd be real good on the field.
What a fucking shit show that would.
Jesus
That'd be
Christ,
the
dude.
funniest shit in the world.
I heard people talking about OJ. I would have liked to have OJ too. He's dead.
He's dead.
He's dead.
All right, so we got our team. I think that
Yeah.
team's unlimited. I think that's unbelievable. Let's wrap this up by talking about what we said last week. We had a week to think about it. Building the perfect athlete.
Mhm.
Would you like to start this one?
So I've been thinking about this. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I think we pigeonholed. Is that a word? Pigeonholed. We boxed ourselves in when we really started thinking about the perfect athlete.
This podcast does that a lot.
Well, we didn't think outside the box here. We built the box, got inside of it, and then never thought outside of it.
All right, hit me.
Those ultimate athletes that we think of. You mentioned DK Metcalf. The guy could play any sport, right?
Probably.
Terrell Owens, he could play any sport, right? I think LeBron James could play
Yep.
any sport. I think we got too focused on, can this guy throw a ball?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
it was really weird.
I think you could take any fucking piece of Terrell Owens, DK Metcalf, Julio Jones, LeBron James. You could take any of them and morph them into any fucking athlete, and they're going to be able to play every single fucking sport. That's my answer on this whole thing. Because if we start breaking this shit down to the point to where, well, this guy's footwork ain't this, and this, we're building a football player. That's it. Just a football player.
He has a very valid point.
That's my answer, dude.
I wish we would have talked about this last week.
Yeah, I didn't think of it because I got focused on.
No,
well,
because I didn't spend a whole week thinking about building the perfect athlete.
Did you really?
I hate you.
Did you really?
I hate you. I hate you.
I'm sorry. You're all right.
You know how much stuff I had this week, but I also thought about all the stuff that I
Well,
could do to
spill
me.
it out. Spill it out.
I think honestly,
I'm right.
if we put any people together, they would build the perfect. No,
Bo Jackson.
no.
Like,
From feet up.
Okay.
From feet up. Ocho Cinco's ability, swift feet.
Mhm.
Legs, Jerome Bettis.
okay.
The bus.
Because that thing was trucking. And then a side one to that, James Harrison.
Okay.
Strong.
Okay.
Tree trunks. Core, Michael Phelps.
That's if you really stop to think about what this dude would look like, it's so fucking weird. It's like somebody stretched out a midget. Like it's the weirdest fucking thing.
It's
dude.
like the creative
Longest
character.
torso and the fattest fucking.
It was like shit, dude. We gotta try to make him look normal. You know what I mean?
It's like creative character with PS2 graphics.
100%, dude. 100%.
No, I'm just talking my cardio,
We're
like
building
stomach.
what looks like a fucking butt ugly Martian. Do you remember those fucking things from Nickelodeon? That's
Fucking
what we're
ogre,
building.
What are you talking about?
Dude, crazy.
Oh my
Crazy.
God. Okay, so Michael Phelps cardio,
Mm-hmm.
core, shoulders,
Mhm.
like tough brick shoulders. Brock Lesnar.
I knew you were gonna say Brock. I almost said Shane Carwin. that's a UFC reference. That's very old.
He died.
Oh, did he die?
No. I'm saying in that fight he died.
Oh, yeah.
He got fucked up.
For sure. He did.
Arms, you're gonna like this, Myles Garrett. I couldn't think of anybody else's
gotta be
arms
Myles
because
Garrett.
Myles Garrett, every time he has a game where he doesn't have sleeves, he gets tested because they're like steroids.
Clearly, he's juiced.
Hands, Ocho Cinco.
Bro, I agreed with you on everything up until that point. Stop it. You're saying that's the best hands you could get?
Brother, and I don't know if you remember this one. I don't know if you remember. But when Ultimate Warrior had to figure out how to, like, they did like a catching ball thing, they brought in Chad Ochocinco to catch a football, and he ain't missed a single one. It was the craziest thing in the world. He was like all the way out on the side. It was cool.
Ultimate Warrior was not the smartest person in the world. He changed his name to
No,
Ultimate
not Ultimate Warrior. No, Deadliest Warrior. Sorry, apologies.
Jesus Christ. I'm like, the wrestler Ultimate Warrior? Like, the guy who literally says that he was from parts unknown? No. To me, hands, Randy Moss.
I mean, it's a great answer, but I mean, we're not losing with the answer of Chad Ochocinco's hands.
Jerry Rice.
I think Jerry Rice. I think we're leaving on the. I don't say we're losing, but we're leaving stuff on the table.
I can agree to the statement,
but you also gave this guy Jerome Bettis' legs, so who cares? He's not catching shit anyways.
But he's got Chad's speed, bro.
Sure.
Think about them legs trucking, dude. Dude, that's all I'm saying, dude. Think about them trucking. All right.
Back in the day, if this was a real person, they would have killed him. They're like, something's wrong with this baby. Look how it's built. Like the Spartans would have been like, get it the fuck out of here. Like,
all right. And I would say mental Tom Brady with the attitude of Michael Jordan.
Okay. That's clutch.
That's my grade.
I fuck with it.
I had a lot of thought into it. And the hands part was purposely because I knew I was doing feet because we talked about it last week. The hands was purposely for the reaction that I got. That worked well.
So, Tom Brady's face?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
They're like, look at this guy. His fucking Facebook profile picture is so handsome. Oh, my God. He looks like he's made out of Play-Doh. Like,
it's the ugliest creation ever.
He would literally look like, you remember the old wrestling action figures where they were just hard plastic and you could just move one arm or something? Like, that's what the fuck he would look like. Jesus Christ, dude.
Fucking love it. All right, we got to get out of here, guys. Thank you very much for listening to this podcast. Make sure you guys are doing the Patreon thing that we're asking. We greatly appreciate it. We love you guys so much. Make sure you guys subscribe and doing everything. And don't forget that we have a golf scramble coming up September 7th at Green Hills Golf Course in Clyde, Ohio. Super stoked about it. We got a bunch of teams in. We got a bunch of stuff that we've already done, and we are super, super stoked to have everybody. Comedy show during, comedy or roast off with Matt Rocco. What are you showing? That? 100%. That's the creation. 100%. That's the creation. Love you guys so much. We'll catch you guys next week. Peace.
Shut up!